This will be a brief introduction to learning how to use the Tableau server using the different workbooks that are published there. Often when you log in to look at your different dashboards or published workbooks, you'll see that there are multiple workbooks listed and you may wonder which ones to start on. If I'm looking at the behavior dashboard, for example, you'll see that there are two different workbooks, or there are two different sheets contained in the behavior dashboard. It doesn't matter which one you start with. If I click on the top one or the bottom one, what I find when the dashboard comes up is that there are tabs up on the top that can lead me to the different sections of the workbook. So click on whichever one you'd like. Some of the workbooks have multiple tabs, 6 or 7. Whichever one you click on, just be sure to scroll up and you'll see the tabs up here on top. Every time you open up a Tableau workbook, one of the first things you should do after you've oriented yourself to what the data are and what it is that you're looking at is to examine the filters over on the right-hand side. You cannot break anything that you see in any of these displays, so feel free to click on anything that you'd like. These filters over on the right do different kinds of things. For example, this top one, color bars by, if we click on that and color bars by IEP, we'll find that the bars themselves get split into has an IEP versus does not have an IEP. We can also color the bars by gender, or we can color the bars by none. Many of these other drop downs act as filters. So if we were to examine only 8th grade, then the entire display will update to show only 8th grade. But feel free to look at any of the filters over here, click on any of them and find out what they do. But that's only half of the distance you can go to dig into your data in Tableau. When you see a display like this, also be sure to click around on the display itself and see whether or not you can dig into your data more deeply that way. For example, on the behavior dashboard, if you'd like to know more about your altercations, where they happened or when they happened, just click that bar. And when you click that bar, all of the other displays on the workbook or on the dashboard update. You can see that most of the time altercations result in an in-school suspension. You see that they happen a lot on Wednesdays, and you see that they happen about 10 of your 28 times by students with IEPs. You can click multiple bars at a time. So for example, if I wanted to find out where those students with IEPs were involved in altercations, I could click on that one as well, and then I get further detail. To unfilter, there are two things you can do. One is just to click the bars again. So I'll click IEP again. That is now unfiltered. And I'll click altercations again. Now that's unfiltered. Sometimes you may find yourself that you've filtered in so many different ways that maybe you're sort of lost and you're not even sure which bars you've clicked on, even though they are highlighted. Remember that there's always this button up on top that says Revert All. If you ever just want to get right back to the beginning, just click on that. It will clear everything and send you right back to the way the workbook was when you started. Note, though, that that will also clear any of the filters that you set. It'll clear the whole thing and just set it back to the beginning. These same kinds of tools are available in most tabs in most dashboards. So for example, over here, if I wanted to look at incidences with this individual student, I could click on their bar and I see the incidences that that student was involved in. Again, to unfilter, just click the bar again. Some of the dashboards and workbooks behave differently. Some of them have some features, others have others. But what I'd encourage you to do is click around and see what happens and dig into your data. Let us know what you think. And thank you very much.